Yudi, how do you feel about like how the home team artists are really kind of like, making a dent in the rap game right now? Because I mean, we have the legends like Ross and all that stuff, but to see like, our boy Ball Greasy get his shot, Lil Dread sliding on through, and all these other artists like Lil Pump and all that represent the crib.
I'm happy for him, man. I'm proud of him, man. I always rep the crib, man. And I just remember, doing my charity event back in the day, and Iceberg coming performing for the kids at my charity event, and basically almost doing it for free just to show love.
Right.
Ball Greasy, what he doing now, man? I know the brother been putting in work for a minute.
For a long time.
We've met on many occasions, so man, I'm happy to see his hard work manifesting itself. My man YD, overtime and back.
Right.
So him and my man Buck, I've been going way back with Buck. Buck gave me my first Miami Heat jersey, you know what I mean? And he managed YD, so I got so much love for these dudes, man.
It's so cool. It's so cool for the way how your situation is, where you're kind of born and raised in this city and be able to look pretty much like you're having your whole career be here in South Florida. It's great to us because like we just took total ownership of you being our staple here. But was there ever a side of you that was like, man, I would have liked to travel around and play for other teams, no disloyalty to Miami, but
every time, when the free agency situation comes up, you got to explore all your options. That's just, if you don't do that, you're doing yourself a disservice. You know what I mean? So that's just a part of the business. You got to explore your options, but at the end of the day, my heart is always going to be here. My family here, I'm saying? I'm from here. So many things that I can do here and have so much more of an effect being here than anywhere else, So I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and you do, because you do a lot in the community here too. You do a lot of community events. I be out doing a lot of community events, and I bump into you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Doing your thing,
We bumped into each other a couple times.
Yes, we have. So I definitely commend you on that. Now, we were talking earlier about, you just came from a vegan restaurant. Veggie Delight before you got here. Is that going to be something that you're exploring right now?
I mean, it's something I'm trying. I'm always looking for ways to continue to extend my career, you know what I'm saying, and also stay healthy. Once you get to the age of 30, it becomes a lifestyle. It's not just a job, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's my lifestyle, working out, eating right, taking care of my body. It's not just a job. When you're in your 20s, it's your job.
Right.
You show up to the gym, you're on stretch, you run out there, you dunk 5 times, You could be half hanging out all night, 2 hours of sleep, and you look amazing. You look amazing.
It's true.
Yeah, you can't do that no more. So it's a lifestyle now.
Absolutely. Have you ever thought about, and in no means, you have a lot of mileage, left in this game, as far as I can see and as far as everybody else can see. Have you started thinking about, because you mentioned your age, have you started thinking about your future with basketball, office, all those things?
Well, I do a lot of things outside of basketball to keep myself relevant, you know what I mean, and to kind of plan for the next phase of my life. But, basketball right now is my main focus, is my main job, man. And as I continue to watch, guys like Vince Carter and those guys do the things that they're able to do. Jason Terry, what he's able to do in Milwaukee. People think that like I tell people all the time, perception ain't reality. Because you think because I ain't out there playing that I can't play.
Right.
Put me out there and see. I never proved that I couldn't play. So that's the thing. I never proved that I couldn't play. We got a new group of guys. We got a new core coming in. It's always got to be room made for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? It's always easy to say sacrifice, until you the one that's asked to be the one that sacrifices.
Right, it's true.
Then you see what the kind of character of the people you're dealing with.
But we can all see, when I say we, I mean Miami Heat fans, us, we can all see that you're actually playing a bigger role now, to me. You know what I mean? Like, you stand in a post as the big dude is a huge role, but I've seen how the players come to you and they talk to you, and where you really embodying that captain role, and they looking to you for leadership and stuff like that. So, to me, that can be even bigger in a lot of aspects.
I mean, this generation of basketball players, whether we want to call them this generation, millennials, or whatever the word you want to use for them, is probably the most talented group that has come in the basketball era. The talent in this generation is unmatched. But the thing that they lack a little bit of is the knowledge and the work ethic, just a little bit. So you need veterans like myself. You need guys like myself you know, who played in the last generation to kind of bridge that gap and teach these guys, you know, what it takes to be a champion. You know, like I said, it's a lifestyle. You know,
yeah.
What I mean? And that's something I had to learn. You know, I had never seen anybody put the work in like LeBron, first one to the gym, last one to leave.
Right.
You know, and I thought I worked hard up until that point. You know, so you become obsessed with what it is you're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. Talking about LeBron, I mean, you guys had probably what could be one of the best teams in history of basketball, you know, assembled a few years back with, you know, LeBron, Wade, yourself with the Miami Heat. What was it like for you to see Wade leave Chicago and rejoin LeBron in Cleveland?
Man, it's always funny to me how people, you know, expect you know, us as athletes to react. I tell people all the time, and I try to put it in a business, you know, conversation. You know, if you're best friends with somebody and you guys, you know, come up together and you know, you guys work for the same business, suit and tie business, and he has an opportunity to go to another suit and tie business to whatever the situation may be. Maybe he just wants to go somewhere else for a change. Maybe he wants to go somewhere else for an opportunity to grow. Maybe he wants to go somewhere else because he just doesn't like where he's at. Whatever the situation may be, if that happens in the business world, nobody gets mad.
Nobody questions it.
But as professional sports, I'm not supposed to be D. Wade's boy anymore because he went to Chicago.
Right.
It's blasphemy.
Right. No, facts.
It's crazy to me.
And I agree with you. And of course, I didn't position it in any kind of way, like, you know.
So because we're athletes, we can't think that way.
Right.
No, it's not like that. You know what I mean? I know where to draw the line at. You know, in between the lines, I'm a warrior. I get it done.
Right.
You know what I mean? No questions asked. What I need to do, where I need to go, who I need to hit.
Right.
Off the court, that's different. It's a whole different conversation.
That's what's up. All right, let's do a live break, UD, and then, you know what I mean? I'll take you out of hostage. Hey, it's Bobby's Little Boy for Hip Hop R&B in the Breakfast Club. We are 103.5 The Beat. Mr. Mauricio Papa Keith, we got our very own Miami Heat. Udonis Haslem in the building, hanging out with us, dropping in, just saying what's up, talking about vegan lifestyle, talking about the Miami Heat and all the amazing things. And again, I'm so proud of the Heat and what you guys are doing and definitely keeping us in there. And thank you so much for what you've done for the team and the community. What you do for the community here in South Florida is bar none, man. I really appreciate that, brother.
I mean, I appreciate the opportunity and the love that I get. You know, I tell people all the time, like, I don't need security. I don't need that. I go anywhere in the city and it's love. You know what I mean? My face is good. You know, that's just how I was raised, man. We was raised to look out for each other, man. And if we had a friend who had an issue at home, you could always come to our crib. So, you know, that just goes back to my upbringing, giving back to the community. You know, everything happens for a reason. And God put me with the Heat, you know, in order to, you know, impact the community bigger than basketball. You know what I mean?
I love it, man. I love it, UD. I appreciate you. Thanks once again for stopping by the radio station. This is your home. Anytime you want to talk about anything, any of your foundations, or you just want to be like, let's go Heat.
I might just want to pull up and get on the ones and twos back there. I might want to slide and get on the ones and twos.
For real. It's all love, man. Thank you so much. Udonis Haslem, our own Miami Heat, El Capitan, is in the building. Just came to slide and say what's up. We appreciate you, brother. All right?
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man.
All right.